Taylor Swift, the untold story of a global superstar. From a young girl with a dream to one of the most recognized artists in the world, Taylor Swift's journey is a story of passion, determination, creativity, and success. In this video, we explore the untold story of Taylor Swift, her childhood dreams, her first steps into the music industry, the challenges she faced, and the incredible journey that transformed her into a global superstar. Discover how Taylor Swift turned personal experiences into unforgettable songs, built a powerful connection with millions of fans, and became one of the most influential artists of her generation. This inspiring biography takes you through her early life and childhood dreams, the beginning of her music career, her rise from a young singer to a worldwide icon, the challenges that shaped her journey, the legacy she continues to build. If you love inspiring celebrity stories, success journeys, and the hidden stories behind famous people, subscribe for more incredible stories. What does it really take to become one of the biggest music stars in history? Is it talent, hard work, or simply being in the right place at the right time? Today, we're diving into the incredible journey of Taylor Swift, a young girl who dreamed of singing on the biggest stages in the world and turned that dream into reality. From writing songs in her bedroom to breaking world records, selling out stadiums across the globe, and becoming one of the most influential artists of her generation, Taylor's story is filled with determination, setbacks, and unforgettable moments. But behind the fame, the awards, and the headlines lies a journey that many people have never heard. How did she become a global superstar? What challenges did she face before reaching the top? And what lessons can we learn from her incredible success? Stay with us until the end, because this story is more inspiring than you might imagine. Long before the world knew her name, Taylor Swift was just a little girl growing up on a Christmas tree farm in West Reading, Pennsylvania. Born on December 13, 1989, Taylor Allison Swift was raised in a close-knit family that always encouraged creativity and hard work. Her father, Scott Swift, worked as a financial advisor, while her mother, Andrea Swift, played a major role in supporting Taylor's dreams from a very young age. As a child, Taylor loved music more than anything else. While many children spent their free time playing games, she spent hours singing, writing poems, and imagining herself performing in front of thousands of people. One of her biggest inspirations was country music legend Shania Twain. Watching her perform made Taylor believe that music could become more than just a hobby, it could become her future. By the age of 10, she was already performing at local fairs, festivals, community events, and karaoke competitions. Every performance gave her more confidence and strengthened her dream of becoming a professional singer. But dreaming was the easy part. Breaking into the music industry was a completely different challenge. Taylor and her family understood that if she wanted a real chance, they would have to make a life-changing decision. That decision would change everything. For Taylor Swift, a dream was never just a dream. It was a goal she was willing to work for. As a teenager, Taylor became more determined than ever to enter the music industry. She knew that Nashville, Tennessee, was the heart of country music, and if she wanted a real chance, she needed to be there. At just 11 years old, Taylor traveled with her family to Nashville for the first time, hoping to get the attention of record companies. She visited music labels and shared her songs, but the response was not what she hoped for. Many people told her she was too young. Others said she needed something different to stand out. Instead of giving up, Taylor used those moments as motivation. She returned home and continued writing songs, improving her skills, and developing her own style. She understood that success would not come overnight. A few years later, her family made a major decision and moved closer to Nashville so Taylor could have more opportunities to follow her dream. At 14 years old, Taylor became one of the youngest artists ever signed by Sony, ATV Music Publishing, as a songwriter. This was the beginning of her professional journey. But Taylor wanted more than just writing songs for others. She wanted the world to hear her own voice. In 2006, that dream became reality when she released her first single, Tim McGraw. The song introduced a young singer with a unique voice and emotional storytelling style. The world was starting to notice Taylor Swift, but becoming famous was only the beginning. The road ahead would bring incredible success, difficult challenges, and moments that would test her strength. And the biggest chapters of her story were still waiting to be written. When Taylor Swift released her first album in 2006, few people could have imagined how far her journey would go. Her debut album, Taylor Swift, introduced the world to a young artist who had something special, the ability to turn real emotions and personal experiences into powerful songs. Unlike many artists who simply performed songs written by others, Taylor became known for writing about her own life, her feelings, and the moments that shaped her. This personal storytelling style helped millions of fans connect with her music. Songs like Tim McGraw and Teardrops on My Guitar quickly gained attention, and Taylor began building a loyal fan base. But her biggest breakthrough came with her second album, Fearless, released in 2008. The album became a massive success and turned Taylor into one of the biggest young stars in the world. It included hit songs like Love Story and You Belong With Me, songs that became popular far beyond country music. Her talent was recognized with major awards, including Grammy Awards, and she became one of the youngest artists to win some of the industry's biggest honors. But fame also brought new challenges. As Taylor became more successful, her personal life, relationships, and career choices started receiving intense attention from the media. Every decision she made was watched by millions of people. Instead of letting pressure stop her, Taylor used those experiences as inspiration for her music. She continued to grow, experiment with new sounds, and prove that she was more than just a young country singer. She was becoming a global superstar. But the next stage of her career would bring one of the biggest transformations in modern pop music. By the early 2010s, Taylor Swift had already proven that she was one of the biggest names in country music. But Taylor was not an artist who wanted to stay in one place. She wanted to grow, experiment, and show the world that her music could reach everyone. In 2012, Taylor released her fourth studio album, Red. The album showed a new side of her creativity, combining country influences with pop sounds. Songs like We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together and I Knew You Were Trouble introduced her to an even larger audience. But the biggest transformation came in 2014 with the release of 1989. This album marked Taylor's official move into pop music, and it changed her career forever. With hit songs like Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Style, Taylor became one of the most powerful pop stars on the planet. She was no longer just a successful singer. She had become a global cultural icon. However, success at this level came with challenges. Taylor faced criticism, public disagreements, and constant media attention. Many people questioned her choices, her music, and even her personality. Instead of allowing those opinions to define her, Taylor used them as motivation. She continued creating music that reflected her experiences and emotions. In 2017, she released Reputation, an album that showed a stronger and more confident version of herself. It became a statement that she was ready to take control of her own story. Taylor Swift's journey showed the world that reinvention is possible. An artist can change, grow, and create a new chapter without forgetting where they came from. But even after reaching incredible success, Taylor's biggest challenges were still ahead. Behind the bright lights, sold-out concerts, and worldwide success, Taylor Swift's journey was not always easy. As her fame grew, so did the pressure. Every song, every interview, and every decision became a topic of discussion around the world. One of the biggest challenges Taylor faced was the struggle to control her own music. Over the years, the ownership of her early recordings became a major issue in her career. Instead of accepting that she had no control over her past work, Taylor made a powerful decision. She decided to re-record her earlier albums, giving herself and her fans a new way to experience those songs while taking greater control of her artistic legacy. This move showed something important about Taylor. She was not only a performer, but also a businesswoman who understood the value of her own creativity. Taylor also faced criticism from the media and public opinions about her personal life. At times, she felt that people were focusing more on stories about her than on her music. But instead of disappearing, she turned those experiences into inspiration. Her albums became a reflection of her growth, emotions, and the lessons she learned along the way. In 2020, during a difficult period for many people around the world, Taylor surprised fans with two deeply creative albums, Folklore and Evermore. These projects showed a more mature and different side of her songwriting. Once again, she proved that she could evolve and continue surprising her audience. Taylor Swift's story is not just about fame. It is about resilience, creativity, and the courage to rewrite your own story. And the next chapter would take her success to a level few artists have ever reached. After years of hard work, challenges, and personal growth, Taylor Swift reached a level of success that few artists in history have achieved. In 2022, Taylor released her album Midnights, which introduced another new chapter in her artistic journey. The album broke records and showed that her connection with fans was stronger than ever. But the biggest moment came with the Eras tour. The tour was not just a concert, it was a celebration of Taylor's entire career, bringing together different periods of her music from her early country days to her biggest pop hits. Fans around the world filled stadiums to experience a show that lasted for hours and included songs from different eras of her life. The impact of the tour went far beyond music. It became a global cultural event, attracting millions of fans and creating conversations around the world. Taylor's success also showed her growth beyond being a singer. She became recognized as a songwriter, producer, performer, and businesswoman who understood how to build a lasting connection with her audience. Her ability to tell stories through music became her greatest strength. Every song represented a moment, every album represented a chapter, and every performance showed how much she had grown. From a young girl writing songs in Pennsylvania to a global superstar performing on the world's biggest stages, determination and believing in a dream. But behind every successful person, there is also a personal side that fans rarely see. The next chapter explores Taylor Swift's lifestyle, values, and the person behind the worldwide fame. To the world, Taylor Swift is a global superstar known for sold-out stadiums, record-breaking albums, and millions of fans. But behind the fame and success, there is a person who has always valued creativity, hard work, and connection with others. Taylor has built her career around storytelling. Instead of only creating songs for entertainment, she uses music to capture emotions, memories, and experiences that many people can relate to. One of the reasons fans feel so connected to Taylor is because she has always made her audience feel like they are part of her journey. Beyond music, Taylor has also become known for her business decisions and her ability to protect her artistic vision. She has shown that artists can have a strong voice not only on stage, but also behind the scenes. Throughout her career, Taylor has supported different charitable causes and used her platform to help others. She has also inspired a new generation of young artists to believe that their ideas and creativity have value. Her lifestyle may include fame, luxury, and worldwide recognition, but her journey continues to show a simple message. Success does not happen overnight. It comes from passion, patience, learning from failures, and continuing to move forward. Taylor Swift's legacy is not only measured by awards or records. It is also measured by the millions of people who have found inspiration, comfort, and motivation through her music. From a young dreamer with a notebook full of songs to one of the most influential artists in the world, Taylor Swift's story proves that a dream combined with determination can change a person's life forever. And this is only one chapter in the ongoing story of a global icon. Taylor Swift's story is more than just a story about music. It is a story about a young girl who had a dream, faced challenges, experienced failure, and continued moving forward until the world finally heard her voice. From writing songs as a child to performing in front of millions of people around the world, Taylor's journey reminds us that success is built step by step. She faced criticism, pressure, and difficult moments, but she used those experiences to become stronger and more creative. Her greatest achievement is not only the awards she has won or the records she has broken. It is the connection she created with millions of people who see parts of their own stories in her music. Taylor Swift's journey teaches us an important lesson. Never underestimate a dream. The person who starts with a small idea today could become the inspiration for millions tomorrow. And behind every successful person is a story of hard work, courage, and the decision to never give up. This was the incredible journey of Taylor Swift, from a small-town dreamer to a global superstar. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring celebrity stories, unforgettable journeys, and the hidden stories behind the world's biggest stars. Thank you for watching.